You wanna know how to get all the whims in one's human? That they only appear by dropping Sanity? Massive effects like plus 30% speed by eating mushrooms, burn frost and shock damage, and fire rate increase more than 30%, roll and fart 20% vulnerability against enemies? All that and more today in this video. Enjoy! Yo guys, welcome back to this new video to Once Human. Today I'm gonna show you new whim effects you only can get when dropping your sanity. Stay tuned. Okay guys, what you're gonna need first to be prepared to make the whims, you need first sanity gummies to cure the bad whim effects, because there are good ones and bad ones. Of course you need your fruity, because this one doesn't cure your effect, means it will stay and you will have your full sanity. Sanity gummy, it will cure your effect, plus gives you your sanity back. First of all, what we're gonna do is go to our kitchen set, craft sanity gummy, say 25 are enough, and of course some fruity. After we crafted our sanity gummies and fruity, we are able to make the trick to get our whim effects. I'm gonna show you. You go to an area which is polluted, of course. As you can see, the backpack shows 40. What you're gonna do to increase this is get rid of your t-shirt or jacket, and now you see it can drop down to 50. And how I switch through all the whims. Easy as that, you eat your sanity gummies and like this you can cure all the whim effects you don't want. And if you, let's say, got the whim you want, you go out of the pollution zone and you drink your fruity. Like this you will have full sanity. Now you use your activator and here we go. You will have full sanity and your whim effect, like this marathon. Okay guys, marathon. Sprint continuously for over 10 seconds to sustain minus 20% hydration and plus 30% physical damage for 5 seconds. Okay, next one. Let him go. When attacking enemies with frost effect, weak spot damage increases by 45% and stability decreases by 30% for 3 seconds. Very good for all the frost builds out there. Must have to fight against the Alep, Prime War bosses, all that stuff. Okay, next one. Okay guys, the next one is Destroyer. Damage to deviants increases by 30%, damage to humanoid monsters decreases by 30%, and sanity drops by 20 upon a kill. You know, like deviants, especially the bosses are also deviants, means you will make against the bosses also 30% more damage. Very good. The duration is only 10 minutes, but you can increase the duration with your whim potion. Utter the light, while active, extends other whims by 35%. I'm gonna show you this on the next whim. Okay guys, next one, and as you can see with the Utter the light, you will have 30 minutes and 25 seconds. Here we go. Invertebrate, an extra 30% decrease in movement speed upon sprains from falling. Physical damage received increase by 20%, elemental damage received decreases by 20%. Yeah, that's Invertebrate. Now we go to the next one. Gathering Storm. Really important for the shock damage player, for shock player in general. You will have, when attacking enemies with shock effect, continuous shock damage increases by 60%, and that's a lot of damage. And stability of course decreases by 30% for 3 seconds, but you can upgrade your stability if you use a different muzzle, different optic, maybe different tactics, you know, like this one, 84 for stability. With this change you will have, as a shock player, big amount of damage increase, 60%, like I said. Okay. go for the next one. Okay guys, none shall pass. Melee damage decreases by 30% and there is a 20% chance of triggering ranged knockback upon launching melee attacks. 30 seconds cooldown. Okay, now to the next one. Okay, the next one, Passing Gas. Every 30 seconds the next roll leaves behind poison mist that creates vulnerability plus 20% for surrounding units. And vulnerability plus 20% for yourself, lasting 5 seconds. Can be good in like fights where you don't get attacked a lot. Let's say you have only one enemy you fight, then it's okay, but if you have 5 to 10 enemies around you, like in Leah Lab, the last phase, it's more like controversial to use it. But it's a nice effect, Passing Gas. Let's go to the next one. Okay guys, here we go. Very interesting for the burn players. Pyromaniac. When attacking enemies with burn effect, you get Firerate plus 30%. And of course stability again, minus 30% for 3 seconds. You get 3 seconds plus 30% fire rate when the enemy has the burn effect. That's also crazy. You could shoot with a assault rifle like MP. Okay, that's all effects we have and we can get through the pollution zone if you drop your sanity down to 50, because after the sanity drops below 50, you will get those whims. Okay guys, now I'm gonna show you Whim Effect, Magic Mushroom, because it's very important for like say silos and stuff, you wanna speedrun them. Now you don't need to waste your food buff with the Stardust Ratatouille. Now you can use your crumbly bread and use before you start the speedrun the mushroom, because now I'm gonna show you. That's the speed, my normal speed when I sprint. Let's show it with the weapon. After I use the mushroom, your sanity will also drop by 100, but what you can do against it is drink your fruity, as I said. Here we go, full health. Now your mushroom. You will be 30% faster, as you can see, because for the most people they don't use this part of armor, because this part of armor gives you also movement speed plus 8%. But let's say we have a normal armor set for damage. Let's say we have not the sprint riddle, we use something else. That's our normal speed. And when you have the magic mushroom active, you need to eat one mushroom. Here we go. Now we're gonna use the mushroom. And you will see that's now the mushroom speed we got. And you will see after the mushroom effect is gone, that's our normal speed. And I know you will ask now, maybe in the comments, yeah, why you don't use all the movement speed buffs, because there is a cap. You can't have all the movement speed buffs, because if I use all my buffs for the movement speed, I'm gonna show you now. You see that's my tempo right now. It's pretty fast already. And if I use the mushroom, here we go. Let's see if we can see any difference when the effect is gone. Nope, no difference at all. Means you don't really need all the effects, because at the point there is no increase anymore for the movement speed. Means if you have all stuff to increase your movement speed, you don't need this Whim effect. You can use a different one like Pyromaniac, because without the burn build you can also get the effect if you use, let's say, the Molotov cocktail and you have the Pyromaniac on, you also get the 30% fire rate. And of course the Whim effects you get from the pollution zone, from the sanity drop minus 50%, are all random. You can't trigger it, it's all random. Now I'm gonna show you the passing gas and how it looks like. Passing gas, what it does, Here we go. We run. We make a roll. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This little cloud poison mist. This little poison mist gives vulnerability plus 20% for surrounding units and yourself, lasting 5 seconds. It can be great and it can also be very awful to use. That's the passing gas. What I want to mention before you use all the whims, be careful, you can only have 6 whims at any given time. You see, as it describes on Sanity, when your sanity drops below half, you get a whim. You can only have 6 whims at any given time. And there are also whims, means if you use all of them, plus you get a sanity whim, that's how I call it, you will have 6 whims and can't get more of them. Because it is a Whim Effects video, I'm gonna show you all the whims. First of all, you throw the light, extends other whims by 35%, spring legs, jump height plus 3.5 meters. Now you will jump a lot higher, as you can see, but it costs stamina, and that's really bad. You shouldn't use this whim effect. It isn't worth it. For the next featherweight, max load plus 50%. As it describes, you will have now not 170 like I do, you will have 220 with this whim effect. Okay, next one, arrow leap. Press roll while jumping to dash a short distance in mid-air. I'm gonna show you this. You jump in air and click control. Like this. And the arrow leap costs also stamina. There's also a trick with the arrow leap. You can dash much further than only this. You can dash like this, as you saw. It's a bit tricky, but it is possible. So for the next, living armor. Very important in any kind of situation. Living armor, very important. Doesn't matter if you're in a boss fight, silo. Doesn't matter if you have living armor. It will rescue. As you can see, Chloro armor activates when HP drops below 20%. Covers 100% HP within 5 seconds before losing Chloro armor. For the next 10 minutes, Chloro armor will not take effect. Means there is a cooldown, 10 minutes, before you can use the Chloro armor again. There's also another whim effect, the Weather Dreamcatcher. Rolling where a hostile unit is nearby will leave a spiderweb on the ground, chaining any approaching enemies. Means if you roll, you will leave a spiderweb on the floor, and if an enemy goes in this spiderweb, it will be chained for 5 seconds. And to mention, there are also some PvP whim effects, but I can't show you the whim effects because I'm on a PvE server, but I will link in the video description below a website where you can find all the whims, especially the ones I showed you right now in the polluted zone when your sanity drops below 50, and PvE and PvP whims. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything, and see you in the next. Peace.